Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Doug Wolf, CEO of Security Benefit, as well as Jackie Morales, Chief Operating Officer of Security Benefit, to discuss the implications that the Secure 2.0 Act could have on retirement plans moving forward and trends to watch in financial advisory for 2023. Doug and Jackie, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks. And Doug, I'm going to start with you, and Jackie, if you can follow up. Can you outline the biggest differences between the original Secure Act of 2019 and the key changes proposed in version 2.0?
Sure, Jill, thanks. Yeah, one of the big differences is the 2.0 would move the required minimum distribution, or RMD, age back all the way to age 75, which could be a real benefit for people saving and accumulating money for their retirement. There's also some other provisions in it that make retirement savings, we think, much more reasonable, affordable, and accessible to a larger swath of Americans, including a savers match program that would target an incentive and have a match go directly into somebody's account, and a starter K program that will make it a lot easier for small businesses to start up a 401k.
I think the great thing about this is that everybody agrees that everyone needs to increase their savings. And so being able to hit lower income people as well as smaller employers is going to be a great addition to Secure 2.0. And the fact that it's a bipartisan plan that everyone agrees is something that we all need, is greater savings for retirement.
Jackie, where do you see Secure 2.0 having the biggest impact on the industry, assuming that it passes?
Yeah, I think it is around the required minimum distribution that Doug mentioned, and the fact that people are going to be able to push out those opportunities to make those required distributions, which allows them to save longer. And I think for all of us, there's having that opportunity to save more and save longer is where the big benefit to the industry comes.
And Doug, outside of Secure 2.0 and looking ahead to 2023, are there any trends that you're monitoring within the industry?
Yeah, Jill, I think one of the biggest, of course, is the interest rate environment. If you think of what we've been through, people that are near retirement age or recently retired are in one of the most challenging environments for retirement that we've seen. And by that, I mean they've had low interest rates. And so it's been tough to accumulate safe investments and savings over the years. And if that low interest rate and low inflation persisted into their retirement, it wouldn't be so bad. But they got the worst of both worlds: low interest rates to save in, and now they're potentially facing high inflation early in their retirement. So I think it's more important than ever that they explore different options and ways to cover themselves financially for their retirement.
And Doug, let's dig a little bit deeper into that. When you think about rising interest rates and you have rising inflation, how has that impacted the industry specifically for financial advisors and how they're managing their clients?
Yeah, great question. So I think it presents actually a lot of opportunities for financial advisors. There's instruments out there, particularly in the insurance world, like annuities and fixed indexed annuities that for years with interest rates this low have had low rates and low hedge budgets to offer their clients. Now they have much higher rates and higher hedge budgets. And so they can get some really good vehicles to potentially cover the more conservative end of a client's portfolio.
And Doug, what are you hearing from consumers as to their biggest concerns and questions heading into 2023?
I think it's just a proliferation of products that are available, how quickly the market and interest rate environments have changed. There's just a lot of confusion and it's a complex world. And so they're looking for simplicity and they're looking for financial advice. So financial advisors, I think, are more important than ever.
So Doug, what advice would you have for financial advisors as they navigate through this period of economic uncertainty? Because these conversations are hard to have.
They are difficult to have. I think, of course, talking to clients about staying the course and meeting their long-term objections, trying not to look into day-to-day volatility that's hard to miss in today's environment. But I'd say staying the course is most important. And then the second thing is, with interest rates this high and moving this quickly, again, finding alternatives for a conservative portion of someone's portfolio. It may not be the old kind of fixed income or bond fund they've used in the past that works real well in a low interest rate environment or a decreasing environment. They may have to look at other alternatives in this increasing environment to make sure that the conservative portion of someone's portfolio is just that, and that it's stable and accumulates money for their clients.
And Jackie, I understand that Security Benefit is focused on investing in digital initiatives across the business in the upcoming year. What is the impact of digitization on streamlining retirees' experience with their finances?
You know, people want advice, but they want to be able to self-service. They want to be able to do all of these things when they want to do them. So providing people with 24/7 access to their accounts, easy to understand ways to do business with us, that's going to benefit everyone. But I think what's important about digitization is that it also comes with a human element. People are always looking for that important advice and that important guidance that Doug mentioned with the advisors. And we're going to digitize both the experience for the consumer as well as for the advisor so that he or she can be where their clients are when they want them to be there. So we're going to be investing heavily in that.
And Doug, I'll have you tackle this question first, and Jackie, again, if you can follow up. Any specific examples of how you're rolling this out within Security Benefit?
Yeah, two things come to mind. One is that we've introduced online and digital enrollment tools that we make available to both financial advisors and the end client that might be enrolling in some sort of retirement plan. And then secondly, we've made a lot of improvements and continue to make improvements in what we offer both clients and financial advisors in terms of looking things up on the web, so that they can avoid sometimes what can be a longer process of calling in to find out account balances and other things like that.
Yeah, I do think it's about education and availability. So as long as we give them their account information, as well as provide them with information that's going to keep them up to date with what's going on, not only with their account, but what's going on out there in the greater world, it's going to be something that's going to benefit all parties involved. It'll make it easier to have the conversations that the advisors are going to have with their clients, as well as us with their clients in our partnership with those advisors.
And finally, Jackie, you're at about the 6-month mark into your journey at Security Benefit. What are your big takeaways and what items are on the docket for 2023?
You know, we are going to have a big focus on digitization, not only because it's a smart thing to do for our clients, but it's a smart thing to do for our advisors as well as we change and go forward. We are going to focus a great deal on education and the service element that we have involved with our business. This is a human business. We are dealing with people's lives, their concerns, their futures, and in an industry that was so fearful of digitization and what it was going to do to take the human element out, it's actually a much more human business than it's ever been. And in these confusing and volatile times, it's important to have that human voice and that advisor or that customer service person available to help people through those difficult times. So we're excited about the opportunity, about digitization, but also the human element attached to it.
All right, Doug, Jackie, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you, Jill.